Today we're going to talk about why should you get counseling if you're happy? Most people only think about getting counseling when there's a crisis or a problem, or they need help working through something that they can't solve by themselves. But the reality is, a lot of times counseling can be used preventatively to help you before a crisis starts. Going to counseling when you're seemingly happy and everything is pretty peaceful in your life is actually incredibly beneficial. Why? Because we know that life comes with conflicts, whether it's emotional, mental, relational. When you come in with a motivation to be able to learn something new, you aren't spending your time necessarily only looking at problems or the negative parts of what's happening in your life at that time. Instead, you're seeking out tools that can help you no matter what happens in your life. You don't have to wait for anxiety to tell you when to go get help. Instead, you're arming yourself with the tools of good communication, empathic listening, maybe even self-care and how to just cope with daily life. And you already have a toolbox filled with all kinds of things that will prepare you and equip you well when conflict comes. Couples counseling particularly gets a bad rap when it comes to seeking help. But here's why. On average, when couples have reported at what point in their struggle they sought help, the average length of time between the inciting incident of when they would look back and say, oh, here's where the problems kind of started, and actually going to couples counseling, the average amount of time is 6 years. So you can imagine after 6 years of bad habits, bad communication patterns, maybe even a lack of self-care or relational care, it really contributes significantly to the decline in satisfaction or the destruction of that relationship. Instead, if couples would regularly come in for relationship check-ins, if they could arm themselves with the tools to be able to navigate those conflicts before they started, they wouldn't feel so lost or so unmotivated to seek out help at that time. When you come to therapy on a good day, we can get a lot of work done. I don't know how many times I've had couples or individuals walk through my door, sit on my couch and say, I don't really know what we're going to talk about today. And instead of dealing with a particular crisis or a problem that they think they need help with, we can look at the surrounding support that they already have. We can look at what is contributing to their anxiety on a daily basis, and to be able to really get a good look at what motivates them towards healthy coping skills. Integrating these tools into their daily life then gives them the power to be able to maintain and manage emotions much more readily, so that if a conflict arises or a stressful event occurs, they already know how to do it. They don't have to learn something new on top of coping. So they already have the tools ready and waiting to be able to integrate and help them cope through this stressful event. Going to therapy preventatively helps you know that you have those tools ready if and when you need them. And we all know living a fulfilling life will come with stress and sometimes conflict. So it's not a matter of getting those tools and being able to avoid everything that happens in your life. Instead, it's that you don't have to be fearful of what comes your way. You know that you are equipped and ready for it. To learn more, please visit our website, subscribe, and follow us on social media.